Welcome back to the Surviving Dewey podcast. This is our second episode. We are here with our guest, Matt, first person voted out of the 2024 games. Matt, what's your reaction to being voted out?
Well, I guess I wasn't too surprised. I believe that everyone thought I was a threat from a challenge perspective,
Mhm.
and they wanted me out as soon as they could, and that's what happened.
So, coming into the game, you knew you had a target on your back.
Yes, I believe so, especially with my brother not being down here. I think that that kind of enhanced that target
Hmm.
even more so. I think if my brother was here, he'd have had a bigger target than I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you planning on aligning with Jared?
Yes,
Hmm.
absolutely.
And so, when he couldn't make it,
I didn't have anyone really to kind of hitch my wagon to.
hmm
I knew kind of I was on an island by myself.
yeah.
Yep.
And so, losing the first challenge,
Really hurt. I knew that I had a pretty good chance of going out.
yeah.
Yeah.
What were you thinking during the first challenge? What was your approach?
Well, my approach was to go find those bags as quickly as I possibly could
Hmm.
and try to get that unlocked. And it just didn't happen. And once we got those unlocked, I I started to figure out the slingshot, and Bill got it, and my dad hitched his wagon to him, and
Yeah.
that was an important piece of the puzzle too.
What, how did that make you feel when your dad didn't choose you?
Uh, I wasn't surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was surprised. I didn't think he was going to choose Bill. I kind of thought he might go with Kathy just by default, or maybe he might think
Yeah, that's
Haley's
true.
the
I think
best.
he basically he's the first person he looked at, he chose.
Yeah.
Yes, and Bill was in the way.
He's a gambler.
He
Like,
is a
he's
gambler.
been successful so far. Two immunities.
Two immunities back to back for a marginal player is
Yeah.
pretty good.
How would you rate his game right now?
I would say it's scattered, like his brain.
What's his threat level though? Do you think he's come to
Zero,
play?
zero
Not a
threat
threat.
level, but that makes him a contender to keep going.
Yeah.
I think no one's really going to vote for him because they can carry him out of the way and then just kind of boot him out of the way when they're ready.
Yeah. He hasn't received a single vote yet.
No.
And I was gonna say it's gonna be difficult for him to win more immunities, but
Hey, I
he's
mean, he
proved us
has
wrong.
picked himself on the right side of the thing. He did help in the trivia.
Yeah, he was very good at the
He was
trivia.
very good at the trivia, which was surprising. I think them voting me out also, like, if I'm on a certain team there, I think some of the phoner friends don't work.
Yeah,
I think people don't have
absolutely.
that, and that's a big advantage. I mean, I could have really thrown a wrench in the mix and told somebody that I knew the answer
Hmm.
and gave them the wrong one.
Yeah,
I really could have done that. Maybe
that
I
would have been
should have done
villainous.
that,
Yeah.
but I don't want to ruin my integrity as a trivia master.
So we have a Redemption Island challenge tonight. This is your ability to get back into the game.
Yes.
How has it been being withdrawn? What's the game look like from the outside?
You kind of see the way people kind of strategize against each other or play themselves against one another. And I think I knew that my mom was probably the target yesterday just based on all the inner workings of everybody else there.
Hmm.
Like you could see just kind of the devil in the details type
Yeah.
of thing. Yeah.
What did you think when it wasn't her who went home? When Susie played the idol for her? Were you
That was that was
surprised?
that was surprising. I
Yeah.
think it was like a she put her neck out there for my mom, and now it's Redemption Island tonight, and we'll see what kind of shakes out. I
Hmm.
mean, I have no one to blame but myself if I don't get back in.
Yeah, and her.
Yeah,
Because she'll be the one to put you down.
that's
And
right.
it seems like she was choosing to meet you on Redemption Island to take you out.
I believe that might be the case, and we'll see if that was a big mistake on her part.
What how do you think you're gonna fare in this challenge? What's your confidence level?
Yeah, I am unsure if it's a repeat challenge from last year. I fared well in most of the challenges last year,
Hmm.
so I have a fairly high confidence level that I should be able to compete at a high level.
What's a challenge that you would welcome to repeat, and what's one that you don't want to see again?
Uh, the ring, the obviously the ping pong challenge would be way up my alley.
Hmm.
I'm trying to think of the other challenges that we went about last year. Um, but the majority of them I was highly competitive in, but I came up short
Hmm.
in a couple of them. So and that cost me. It cost me the ring one cost me because I
Yeah,
got voted out right after that, I believe, or close
that's
to it.
that's right. Yeah, it was right after that they
Yep.
got you, and it was my plan to save you at that vote with
Yes.
my idol, but I went home right
Yes, you
before.
did. So best laid plans.
Yeah,
Yeah.
last season was really chaotic because there were so many votes that had everybody unprotected.
Right.
This time around, it's been a lot different with all the different advantages in the game.
Lot of protection for a lot of different players, and a small amount of people have the opportunity to be voted out. That's
Yeah,
it. So the immunity challenges are the big advantage, especially this year.
yeah.
Being able to be safe, and or if you haven't found an immunity idol, um, it's kind of hidden around the area, then
What's your idol strategy been so far?
I haven't really been looking so much. I've
Even on Redemption Island, I feel like that was almost in my design, that was the purpose, was
That
to
is,
kind of
yeah.
give
I have, you know
that
what?
kind of a
I've
snoop.
completely escaped my mind based off based off being voted out. I just
You're on
kind of.
vacation, a
That's right.
vacation from your problems.
That's right. That's right. I sail. But yeah, I haven't really been looking. I just figure if I'm gonna make it back into the game, I'm gonna make it of my own volition.
Yeah.
You know, I'll get there because I'm supposed to be there. If not, then that's the way the cookie crumbles.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So if you are successful tonight on Redemption Island, what's your strategy coming back in, knowing we have just a few days of gameplay left?
Trust no one. Basically, I think you have to play for yourself, and you've got to win the challenges
Hmm.
to make yourself safe. Because I think if I don't win another challenge, I think the target on my back is back, and I'll probably be voted out again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I have to keep winning, or there's zero chance that I stay in the game.
Hmm. Who are your natural allies if you were to rejoin the game?
Boy, maybe my mom.
Hmm. She's scrambling.
Yeah,
She's asking everyone to take her to the end.
I think that's probably I think that's probably it. I think everyone else is threatened by my inclusion into the game. Um, just because I have like some strong assets that some others don't have.
Yeah.
Um, so-
Youth.
youth, youth coordination, and a brain that works still. But yeah, so I don't think there's really many allies that I can hitch a wagon to
Interesting.
say that's why I think the immunity for me is very important. Um, especially if I don't find an idol.
Hmm.
You know, if I don't find an idol, I think I probably may be right back out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you don't have natural allies, who are your enemies? Who are going to be your targets going back in the game?
I have to say Haley. I mean, I don't want a repeat winner. I don't think that I think we need some fresh blood in there. Kendall, I get the other ones, the top two out.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, let
Kendall's social game is strong.
very very strong. I think Bill is a big has a big target on his back too. I mean, he started off very strong.
Yeah, he's flying high.
He is flying very high, and I think there's probably there's a team up against him pretty quickly if they lose immunity.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see that. I could see the ladies coming for him.
Yeah, I think that may be the case, and they'll want to glide their way to the finals there.
Yeah. So you're going lone wolf strategy,
Yeah.
but who would you like to see next to you at the end?
I'd say boy. I'd say probably either Sue or Bill, I'd say. My mom is up there too, but the other two girls, no.
Yeah.
Because they were already there last year, and they kind of schemed their way there. I don't think they deserve to. If they can get there again, hey, all more power to them. But
would
I
be
think they have to
impressive.
keep winning immunities.
Yeah, immunity's big, and I think how people use advantages these next two tribal councils in particular is going to be
Yes,
important.
yep. Whoever found maybe found a couple immunity idols, if they use them to their advantage, and or as Susie did last night to give up hers for somebody else's. I mean that's also a possibility.
Yeah.
So but it depends on who's got the mental strength to get through and or you know having your brain kind of focused on everything at the same time.
Right.
It's difficult to say who's going to come out on top.
Now, if you aren't successful tonight at Redemption Island, or if you get back into the game and they take you out again, where is your jury vote leaning?
Right now, I'd say I would vote, depending on immunity. I would vote. I would vote Haley out, just based on that was my first time around as I got voted out.
Yeah.
I just want new blood in there. I think.
But I mean, who would you vote for as the winner?
Oh, the
if you were
winner.
on the jury, yeah.
Oh, the winner on the jury. Oh, I'd say Billy, Susie, or my mom.
Yeah.
My dad is kind of off
Some of
in
the geriatrics.
He's
If he makes it to the end, though, I mean, the feat of
that
strength.
would that would be that would be an amazing thing. If he's in the final two, I think I'd probably have to vote for him, but I don't think he makes it that far.
Yeah.
I think he gets carried to the three like last year. If he does that far, and then the two other competitors vote him out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I could see that.
Yeah, I think that's what would happen. But that would be pretty impressive for him to make the bottom three or the top three again 2 years in a row.
If you are at the end and up for a vote for Soul Survivor, do you think you can count on both of your parents' votes?
Depends on who I'm against. If it's Susie, no.
You think they go with her?
I think my mom may go with her.
Interesting.
My dad would probably that could go either way. I think he could vote Susie or me, but that's a 50-50. I don't have any confidence either way that I would get their votes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll end on this. Let's just rate your chances. And are you going to be the sole survivor when this week is all said and done?
Well, boy, I think it's going to be very difficult unless I am a challenge whore and win everything. So I'd say I give myself a 25% chance of coming out on top. Yeah.
Well, go whore it up, man.
I will do my best to keep winning and keep surviving, but it's going to be a tough task.
Love it. This has been another episode of Surviving Dewey. Stay tuned for more.